Monday, April 1. Lucifer deceives, Christ prevails. There is no logical explanation for why Lucifer, this perfect angel, should have allowed pride and jealousy to take root in his heart and grow into rebellion against his Creator. Satan's pride ripened into open rebellion. He accused God of being unjust and unfair. He infected the angels with his doubts and accusations. Read Revelation chapter 12 and verse 4. What does this passage reveal about Satan's ability to deceive? How many of the angels fell for his lies about God? Revelation 12 verse 4. Its tail swept a third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that it might devour her child the moment he was born. When war broke out in heaven, the angels had to decide, would they follow Jesus or Lucifer? What was the nature of this war in heaven? Was it a physical war, or a war of ideas, or both? We don't know the details, but the conflict was physical enough that Satan and his angels eventually were cast out, and a place was not found for them in heaven any longer, as it said in Revelation 12, verses 8 and 9. This war obviously includes some kind of physical element. One thing is certain about the war in heaven: every angel had to decide for or against Christ. Whom would they follow? Whose voice would they listen to? The loyal angels chose to be obedient to Christ's loving commands, while 1/3 of the angels listened to the voice of Lucifer, disobeyed God, and lost heaven. We too, in this critical time of Earth's history, are called to decide for or against Christ. We too are to declare whose side we are on, Christ's or Satan's. Read Revelation chapter 2, verses 15 to 17, Exodus 32, verse 26, Joshua 24, verse 15, 1 Kings 18, 20 and 21, and Revelation 22, verse 17. What fundamental principle in the great controversy do these verses teach us? First of all, Genesis 2, verses 15 to 17. The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to take care of it. You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will certainly die. And Exodus 32, verse 26. So he stood at the entrance to the camp and said, Whoever is for the Lord, come to me. And all the Levites rallied to him. And Joshua 24, verse 15. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served before on the Euphrates, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land you are living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. And 1 Kings 18, verses 20 to 21. So Ahab sent word throughout all Israel and assembled the prophets on Mount Carmel. Elijah went before the people and said, How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him. But the people said nothing. And Revelation 22, verse 17. The Spirit and the bride say, Come. And let the one who hears say, Come. Let the one who is thirsty come. And let the one who wishes take the free gift of the water of life. When God created humanity, he embedded deep within our brains the ability to think, to reason, and to choose. The essence of our humanness is our ability to make moral choices. We are not mere robots. We were created in God's image, distinct from the animal creation, in our ability to make moral choices and live by eternal spiritual principles. After Lucifer's rebellion in heaven, and after the fall, God has called his people to respond to his love and to be obedient to his commands by choosing to serve him. And so to finish today, what lessons can we learn from the battle in heaven that relates to our own personal battle with sin? If Satan was able to deceive these righteous, holy, heavenly beings, what does this say about his evil attempts to deceive us?
This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind. Sponsored by the Sabbath School Department and distributed through Hope Channel Australia, this podcast is also redistributed by Hope Channel Germany, Christian Record Services for the Blind. It is also available on SoundCloud and through multiple podcast distributors, including Apple iTunes. And you can listen and watch at the same time on YouTube. Remember, God is always faithful.